So today we are talking winter capsule wardrobe, and I have 18 pieces to show you. Now, I've spoken to you guys about this before in my previous capsule wardrobe videos, and these are not necessarily the only things I'm going to be wearing this winter, but they definitely start kind of my wardrobe in terms of when I build out outfits. So a lot of the outfits I'm wearing at the minute start with one of these pieces, so that's why I wanted to show you guys this. I do have the majority of this is going to be kind of cold weather essentials. So I've got coats, I've got trousers, I've got knitwear, I have got some cold weather accessories as well. I do have shoes, which is mainly boots and trainers, and then I do have a slightly more dressy piece, which I've kind of thrown in there due to the time of the year that we are in. Just a little reminder of me, so I'm a UK size 12-14. I had a baby 2 years ago, not a baby, a toddler. That definitely changed my body in some ways. I definitely have a little bit more of a mum tum than I had before. I like to dress around that, or I don't. It just depends how I am feeling. So yeah, let's get into the video. So probably the most essential thing that we are wearing right now while it is cold is coats. So I want to start off by showing you guys some of my favourite coats. I actually have 3 of them in my wardrobe right now that I am wearing constantly. Some of them are relatively new. One of them I've had for a couple of years. It's just probably my favourite coat that I've ever owned, and I'm pretty sure it's still available, which is good. So this is my first one, and it is this wool long coat from All Saints. When I say I have worn this coat, my gosh, since I've had it, which is quite recently, I have not taken this off. It's perfect. I got it in a size 16 because I wanted it. As I said, I am normally a size UK 12-14. I do tend to, in jackets and coats, get a 14 anyway, because I don't like things to be kind of tight, especially if they're jackets and coats. But for a coat like this, I wanted it to feel more oversized, so I got a 16 in it, and honestly it is beautiful. The construction of this is stunning. It's wool, and I think it's a little bit of cashmere as well, but it's definitely wool, and it's a proper maxi coat. I wanted a black maxi coat that was quite simple but with a really almost hit the ground. I'm 5'6", and this is obviously how it looks on me, and I just think it is beautiful. I don't think you can go wrong in the winter with a black maxi coat. For me, I like my coats to be on the longer side, or on the crop side, depending on what they are. But I would always look for a maxi coat, and to be honest, for coats, I always try to go as good quality as I possibly can afford, because I know that this is going to be in my wardrobe year after year after year, and it's something that I'm always going to come back to. Sometimes when I buy things that aren't as good quality, aren't made of natural fibres, the next year they look shabby, they look bobbly, or I just don't like them anymore because the quality isn't good. That's why this one is just so beautiful. And literally, this coat goes with everything you can ever think of that you have in your wardrobe. This coat is going to go with it. So the next coat is probably my most favourite coat in my wardrobe, and it is this, again, wool and mohair maxi coat from the Frankie shop. This coat is super oversized. I love how the shoulders sit on this on me. It really looks like that borrowed from your boyfriend look, which I just think is so cool on a woman. Again, it's a super maxi length, which I really love. This is actually a small, extra small, which I would never ever buy, but in the Frankie shop, things are, when they say they're oversized, they are very oversized, which is a good thing to know when you're buying the Frankie shop. But like I said, I think I bought this when I was pregnant, I know that, and I bought it in the summer in the sale. It was quite an expensive coat. I paid a lot less, and I got it in the Net-a-Porter sale when they had like an extra 15% off sale, so I actually got this for a flipping bargain. I think I got it for about £200, and this retails at about £7.50, which is, it is a beautiful coat, but that definitely makes my eyes water. But it's stunningly made, it's natural fibres, and I just think it is beautiful. I wear this over wide leg jeans and a knit if I want something really oversized, or I literally wear it over like my sportswear, so leggings and a fitted top. It's just such a good coat. It also looks so good if you're going out and you're wearing something quite fancy underneath it. You chuck this over and it literally looks like, I don't know, some kind of like 80s Hollywood glamour, and I just love it so much. A long camel maxi coat is such an essential, I think, in the winter months. So the next piece is a faux fur coat. Again, this one is from the Frankie shop. I got this quite recently, but It seems to not be in stock everywhere, which is kind of weird. I don't know whether it was like an older season one that they still had on Net-a-Porter, and then it kind of wasn't there anymore. I'll try and look for it and link it for you guys, of course, as I do with everything below. But this, I have this in XL because I don't like my coats to be fitting tight at all, even if there's more on this crop side. One of my favourite things about wearing faux fur is wearing something that's a little bit more cropped. I think it's really flattering, especially if you're a little bit more curvy. When you're wearing something that's kind of cropped but kind of bulky, like a faux fur coat is, if you're wearing something, you know, a pair of jeans on the bottom, or, you know, a pair of slim trousers, it doesn't make you look as bulky as if you were wearing something that kind of hit you on the top of your thigh. It kind of shows off your figure a little bit more, and I do think that that's beneficial when you're curvy. Again, you guys know that I love a full oversized look, so I am still going to wear this with a baggy pair of trousers, a baggy pair of jeans, this thrown over the top, not done up, and we're not going to be looking flattering. If you want that look, this is a great option to be able to do that. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So really that's where I'm going with this. And I just think a faux fur in the winter is so glam, so practical, so warm, and such a gorgeous piece to have in your wardrobe. But again, I've gone for quality because I wanted a piece like this last year. Couldn't find the exact one I wanted, and then still wanted it this year. So I know that this is going to have longevity in my wardrobe, which is absolutely what I'm looking for in anything that I buy and add to my wardrobe. Next, I want to talk about knitwear, and this cos knit, this cobalt blue cos knit, has had so much wear already. Like if I can't think what to wear and I just want to wear something easy, I will pick the cos arch jeans, which are like a cropped slimmer fitting jean, and then this jumper, and shove it over the top, and that is literally my default outfit when I'm tired, feel gross, and just want something that I know I'm gonna love. And this is it. This cos jumper is wool as well, which is just beautiful. It's so thick, like it's such a thick knit. I just love it. I know I've shown it to you guys a couple of times already, but that's honestly how much I love it. That's how much I've worn it. I have this in a large. I do prefer my knits to be on the oversized side. So even though from a cost point of view I'm a medium, which is a size UK 12 to 14, I pretty much always buy a large in the jackets, coats and knits because I want that to be more oversized on me. And this is honestly so beautiful. I haven't needed to wash this yet. I'm a little bit worried about washing knitwear like this, so I'm going to try and hold out and not wash it until it like gets a little bit too gross, or my little girl has got something really gross on it. Again, this knitwear is just going to work with so many different things in your wardrobe. I would wear with tailored trousers. I would also wear with jeans, kind of with the French tuck at the front, or even just completely loose, which is how I would wear with my cos arch jeans. And honestly, it's just such a good knit and so warm and chunky. So the next knit again is another one from COS, and it's kind of this mock neck or slightly roll neck, and it has kind of like a flecked knit, which just makes it a little bit more interesting. I've definitely found myself this year gravitating towards more interesting knitwear. I think when your kind of uniform and your default outfit over the winter is jeans or tailored trousers and a knit, I feel like I want a little bit more in my knitwear. That's why I've been kind of going towards less, you know, just your standard beige, white, black knit, and I'm finding more things like the cobalt blue one we've just seen, and this one. This is a very different fit actually to the cobalt blue one. I would say that that one fits more masculine. This has a semi more cropped, wider fit, which I think is a more feminine fit, and I love it. Again, I've gone for a size large. This is a wool jumper. I think there's mohair in it as well because it's like fluffy. The only thing I would say with mohair, sometimes it kind of goes up your nose and it's a little bit itchy. This isn't too bad, to be honest. It is pretty soft, but it does have that mohair, so it's like 5% itchy, which I don't think is bad at all. It's such a beautiful knit. I literally am going to pull this out year to year. What is there to like not love about this in 10 years time? There just isn't anything. And actually that is what I love about winter dressing. I feel like trends kind of come and go, but your knits, your tailored trousers, your jeans, your really nice quality coats, they aren't going to go anywhere, and that's so important in my wardrobe. So the next knit I want to show you is possibly my most favourite knit of all time, and it is this pink knit from Beyond 9. And you guys know I talk about Beyond 9 in every single video because I cannot get through a video without talking about Beyond 9. And honestly, this jumper is perfect. It is wool, it is so warm, it is super thick. It's a very kind of similar thickness actually to the COS Cobalt Blue jumper, but it has this like semi cropped fit, or this crop fit, which I just love. And again, this jumper is more on the pricey side, but you're going to pull it out year after year after year. I have one from last year that's very similar to this, but it's not cropped, it's like a longer length, from Beyond 9, and this year I love it as much as I did last year, and that's always a good sign for me. That jumper's going to come out year after year after year. They have different colours in this, which I love, but I'm really gravitating towards a pink at the minute. I know I've said this before, I go in and out of loving pink, but I really love it at the minute. I don't know whether we're seeing it more everywhere, and it's a colour that I already love, so I'm gravitating towards it, but I do love it in knitwear. COS have a beautiful like slim fitting roll neck in like a baby pink at the minute, which I am just obsessed with. This is a beautiful knit, again for my curvy girls, because it's got this semi crop length. This is going to be so flattering on you. Obviously I'm going to show you with kind of a pair of Levi's, which are just like a pale Levi's. They're the baggy 94, so they're a little bit on the slimmer fitting side, and I think with this knit it just looks so good, because you're kind of seeing that slimmer silhouette on the bottom half, but balancing it out with something more oversized on the top. Again, I am still going to wear this fully oversized. I'm still going to wear this with my Beyond 9 Mabel trousers, which is a very oversized look, because I love that. But if you did want to balance your proportions a little bit more, you can absolutely do it with this knit in that way. I'm wearing a size 1, which I think is an 8 to 14 or a 6 to 14 at Beyond 9, and the fit is just perfect. So the next knit is a little bit more of a slimmer fitting knit. I have shown this to you guys before. It's kind of like a fitted polo jumper, and this is from Adanola, who actually do knitwear now, and their knitwear is really, really good, I will say that. And this is a wool blend as well. It is a low kind of percentage of wool, but it does feel really soft, and it does feel really breathable. I tend to try not to buy that many things that are not natural fibres, especially if they're kind of not recycled natural fibres, but occasionally I will buy a few, and this is one that I have bought. Like I said, it is a wool blend, so it's not completely synthetic fibres, but it is still beautiful. I love it. It has these gorgeous slits in the sleeves, which I just think is a really nice detail. And sometimes in the winter you don't always want to be super bulky, especially if you want to wear more of an oversized trouser on the bottom, which I love doing. Again, if I am wanting to balance my proportions, then I will do that with a slimmer fitting knit on top, and I think this Adanola one is beautiful. I'm wearing this in a medium. I normally would get a large in Adanola, but I really wanted this to fit properly, so I've gone for like a medium. I wanted it to fit on my body properly, and to be a bit more figure hugging, and yeah, I just think it's beautiful. So the next piece I want to show you is actually a blazer, and it is this beautiful double-breasted brown blazer from Jerf Avenue. Now, I have been after a brown blazer since the summer, but I just couldn't find anything that was the right tone, the right fit. This is double-breasted, which I absolutely love. My dog has just decided to come in. Ralph, what are you doing? Have you had a nice walk? Okay. If you hear Tippy tappering around the room, that's who it is. Oh, he's off. Just doing his own thing. Anyways, so this is a beautiful blazer. Like I said, it is double-breasted, which I absolutely love. I actually wore this recently on my Instagram over brown kind of very sheer tights, an oversized white shirt with a collar popping out, and then this blazer on top, which just looked so good. I may have copied it off Matilda Jerf because she wore the same thing. It is her range, her brand, but it is just so good. I just know how much wear I'm going to get out of this. I also think in the real colder months as well, you can definitely layer an oversized coat over the top of this, especially the Frankie Shop Camel one, because it's got so much room. You're going to be able to put something underneath this really easy, which I love about winter layering. I think it looks so cool. So I actually have the matching trousers to go with this suit, which makes me so excited because it means I can create like a suit look, which I'm always here for. And I think I was saying in my last video that I really want to do the whole like proper suit with like a tie, and I bought a secondhand Prada one off Vinted, which is coming soon, which I'm so excited to put into this look because I just think it will look so good. Now these trousers again are the matching trousers to the blazer. I have them in a medium. I never would have bought a medium in these. I would have gone for a large, but I was at the JF Avenue pop-up shop store in London, and I looked at the large and I thought they looked quite big. Tried on the medium, and actually even the medium is slightly on the large side for me, so I would definitely say size down if you're kind of looking to buy these trousers. The quality is beautiful. They're just such lovely trousers. One of the things I love about JF Avenue is their composition of what they're making their items out of. Now these pieces are recycled polyester or recycled pear switch. Like, that's massive for me. Like, I understand that it's hard to make pieces like this probably out of anything other than polyester. I think wool would work really well, but the fact that Matilda always looks for recycled fabrics if she's not using natural fabrics is just so important. So that's one of the reasons why I love this brand and love these pieces so much. And it's just such a classic piece, which I just love. So next on to another pair of tailored trousers, which are very important in my winter wardrobe. They're something that I wear constantly, and I got these khaki green wool trousers from COS, and they have like this amazing kind of like press study bit on the bottom, so you can kind of make their legs kind of less wide, or if you wanted more tapered at the bottom, which I love. What I also love about a lot of COS trousers is they do offer like an adjustable waist, and I definitely for these trousers need that. I did purchase these in a 42, but I am becoming increasingly aware that I may not be a 42 on COS trousers. A lot of them that I have just fit really too big, and they do have these adjustable waists, but even then I'm kind of wearing it on the smallest and they're like still a little bit too big, so I may have to start looking at 40s. If I'm buying a pair of tailored oversized trousers, I want them to fit that way, so that's why I often don't like buying a size 12 rather than a size 14, because it's not really going to fit me always how I want it. But I absolutely love these. I love the fit of them. The quality is beautiful. Obviously they're wool, so they're going to be lovely. They're going to be warm in this weather, and they look super flattering. I definitely would style with more of a fitted top, so the Adenola kind of fitted jumper I think just looks so nice with a more oversized pair of trousers. The next item I want to talk to you about is jeans, and I have spoken to you about these jeans, I don't know, quite a few times now, and these are the COS Arch jeans, and I have them in this kind of very dark blue. I love these jeans. I'm 5'6" and they are the perfect crop on me. They have the perfect fit on me. I love that they're kind of on the slimmer side. I don't have many jeans that fit like this, so when I'm wearing something super oversized on top, I love that this kind of balances my portions a little bit, and I just think they're so nice. I actually have a matching denim shirt from COS which I love with these jeans. They just look so good. Yeah, they're just a good staple classic shape pair of jeans. I think they do have a slight barrel shape, but to be honest, because they're a slimmer fitting jean, you really can't tell. I'm wearing these in a 31. Again, they fit me perfectly. That is between a 12 and a 14, so technically they should be the perfect fit, and I think they are. And they're just such a good jean for this time of year. As we get into the cold, like the warmer months, I definitely want to get these in a lighter denim, but right now I'm just really loving this darker denim in this shape. So next up is another pair of jeans that I've definitely shown you guys before, and these are the this is where I'm going to forget what these are called. These are the Ayla jeans from Citizens of Humanity, and they are so flipping good. They have this like turn up on the bottom, but it's not fixed, so if you wanted to turn it down you could, and you'd have like a more wide fitting jean, rather than this is kind of a more turn up jean that's kind of cropped on me at the minute. I do love it when a turn up is fixed, because I feel like they don't fall down as much, but at the same time, if I don't want that turn up in the future, I also like to have that option too. And because these are such a good quality denim, that turn up kind of stays in place and doesn't fall down anyway, which is a good thing to know when you're purchasing these jeans. I have them in a size 30. I did read somewhere or see somewhere on Instagram someone who bought these should size down, so I definitely kind of went down that route. I possibly could have gone for a 29 actually in these, but I also love the idea of a 31 in these and wearing them more slouchy, because I just think they're such a good jean. I think they can be worn in so many ways, and the quality is just so beautiful. There's little tiny bit of stretch, which surprises me that I love these so much, which makes them like that little bit more comfortable if you're curvy and you need your curves to kind of be fitting into things properly and you don't want that kind of baggy waist thing at the top of your waist. These are actually going to be so perfect because of that little bit of stretch. And I do really still love a lighter denim in the winter. I think there's so many ways that you can dress it up or dress it down, which is definitely a staple piece for me. So the next piece is my final clothing piece, and we're going to look at shoes and cold weather accessories, and it's this black mini skirt from COS. Now I love a mini skirt, tights and a boots look in winter. I just think it looks so good, especially if you're wearing like an oversized long coat over the top. To me, that is just such a classic look and something that I wear year after year. I often find it hard to find a good black mini skirt that isn't too short, isn't uncomfortable, isn't going to ride up. And this COS one, I actually had it since, I've had this for a few years, but I'm pretty sure it's still in stock. It's like the black twill mini skirt. I'll find it and link it for you guys anyway. I have this in a medium and it's such a beautiful skirt. I would say that possibly I need it in a small because it's a little bit too big for me, but again, it's not hugely noticeable, I don't think. And this skirt with the boots, actually I'm about to show you, and a pair of tights, I just think looks so good. An oversized knit. Even if you wanted to dress this skirt up, if you wore it with a really thin pair of tights, a pair of heels and then a blazer, it's just going to look so good. And it's just a black mini skirt, just works across seasons. And I think when you have a good one in your wardrobe, that's kind of going to be something you're going to pull out year after year, season after season. On to shoes, and these are possibly my most worn boots of winter, and these are the Dolce Vita, I can't remember, I think it's a H2O boots, but I have these in the wide calf, which is super important for me. I cannot get standard calf sizing knee-high boots on my calves. Never have been able to. Even when I was a size 8, my calves still did not fit in standard size boots. So the fact that Dolce Vita have these wide calf boots is just incredible. I've tried wide calf boots in other places and always found them a bit off, like they've looked wide calf, or when they've been on, they've made my calves look like wide calves, which they are of course, but these don't do that. Until I show them on, kind of not going to really understand what I mean. I love these so much because they're kind of between chunky and not, like they're not on the overly chunky side, so I think they give more of a modern feel. I had some a couple of years ago which were more of a chunky boot, and I think we're not there anymore with fashion. I think we've gone for more of a classic look, more of a riding boot look, and that's why I love these so much, because they aren't chunky but they kind of are at the same time, and they're just so flattering on the legs. And like I said, as a curvy girl, I would definitely wear kind of a black mini skirt and then a pair of tights and these boots and a knit, and it just looks so stylish. These I think are about $2.50, which honestly, and that's dollars, which honestly I don't think is that bad for a pair of proper leather knee-high boots that you're going to pull out year after year. So keeping to the boot theme, are these boots that I got from Realm, and they are literally my dream black ankle boot. They are just stunning. I love everything about the shape of them. I love the shape of the heel. It's kind of had this semi kind of flare on the back of it, and the shape of the toe is just perfect. It's not pointed, it's not round, it's not square, it's kind of in between. I just think they look so elegant. And when I've been going kind of to more dressy things, I don't have many of them, and I pretty much wear these, all my Gucci slingbacks that I wear across seasons. These are such a good boot because they're kind of dressy, but they're also super comfortable. Realm is a very small brand actually, and honestly I love, you guys know that I love supporting small brands that are from the UK, and their pieces are just so beautifully made. And I think that is what is just so important for me, having beautifully made classic pieces in my wardrobe, especially for these capsule wardrobe videos that I'm going to pull out year after year after year, and these I definitely am. I would say that I do struggle sometimes with the top of my kind of leg being, these bits not being tight. They're a little bit tight on me, but with obviously leather it will give a little bit, which will make it a little bit more comfortable. I am not, the way I would start ankle boots, because on a curvy girl, really on anyone, it's not flattering to kind of have that gap of skin between like what you're wearing and your boots. So whether that's a skirt or whether that is a pair of trousers, I'm going to be wearing these with a full pair of trousers over the top or kind of a maxi skirt. So you're not going to see the top of that boot anyway. So if they are a little bit too tight, no one's going to see. And the final piece I want to talk about are trainers again. I have shown you these trainers a million times. You've seen these trainers out and about so many times already, but there's something that I really want to show you because they are probably my most worn trainers, and these are the Adidas SL72 in this kind of brown and yellow. They're kind of the style that we saw most people wearing actually over the summer, because these are brown. They just work so well in my wardrobe. They don't get that messed up in kind of rain and bad weather situations. I haven't worn them like in mud, but I've definitely worn them in a lot of rain and they've been absolutely fine, which I find great about this type of shoe. Like my white trainers, my trainers that are going to get damaged and easily marked, I'm not wearing them at the minute, and the weather's pretty much bad most of the time. So to not be able to wear half of your shoe collection seems a bit rubbish. So I definitely am trying to get more practical items in my wardrobe. I know I can pull out when it's raining. I know I can pull out when it's a little bit dirty because they're going to clean really well. And these shoes are definitely a really good pair for that. I haven't been wearing a lot of trainers recently, but when I do, it's these. And yeah, they were definitely a good purchase and definitely something I'm glad of having in my wardrobe. Final two pieces are cold weather accessories, and I had to show you my absolute favourite scarf of, I think, probably of all time. We're seeing lots of red scarves at the minute, which I just love, especially if you're wearing more of a minimal outfit and then you wear kind of like a pop of colour scarf over the top. I think it looks so good. And this is this beautiful knitted scarf, cashmere knitted scarf from Brora, and honestly it's 100% cashmere and it is just beautiful. Look at the red and the brown, by the way. That is a combination. Pink and brown is a combination too, but I also love red and brown. And this is just such a beautiful scarf. It's so unbelievably warm and cozy. The quality is stunning. It's natural fibres. I literally have like 2 scarves, I think, in my scarf collection. I'm not a big kind of scarf wearer, but I know when I get one, it's going to be one that I'm going to love for years and years and years. And this is definitely that. The quality of this is just beautiful, and yeah, I just love it. It's kind of got like a really nice fleck through the knit, so it's kind of not just a plain red, which I think gives it a lovely detail as well. The final piece, and something I spoke about in my last trends video, and it is this green triangle scarf from TB Co. It is again such a cool accessory. I tend to kind of wear it like this and then kind of tie it at the front. It gives a little bit of added interest to your wardrobe if you're wearing something that's a little bit more minimal. It obviously gives you a little bit of warmth, and it's just, I put this on terribly. It's because I'm doing it with no mirror. I'm trying to do it in the camera lens. It isn't that working. And yeah, I just think it's a lovely piece, a lovely accessory that really just like gives a bit of something extra to your wardrobe, and that's why I love it so much. Again, TB Co is such a lovely smaller brand, and they do beautiful pieces like these triangle scarves. I actually think this is kind of where the triangle scarf trend came from. I don't know, it's kind of the first brand I saw doing it. But yeah, definitely a cold weather essential for me. Definitely something I'm going to be wearing through the season. I'll be wearing next season as well. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching my video. As always, it literally means everything to me that you guys want to be here, want to watch these long form videos of me talking at you for half an hour. Hopefully this is shorter. It makes me so happy that you're kind of here and watching this with me. So next video is going to be a little bit different. I'm actually going to do some vlogging over the Christmas period, so you can kind of see what's going on in my life. I want to offer you a little bit more variation on this channel, so we're not kind of just doing the same thing all the time. And when I did a poll on Instagram, you guys really wanted to see more of the kind of long form vlogs, so it's definitely something I'm going to do over Christmas. So my next video in 2 weeks will be that, which I'm excited for you guys to see. And obviously feedback to me, as you always do. I'm a little bit behind on replying to my comments, but I'm going to get to them very, very soon. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.